Well, on behalf of Higgos, I'm not sure the rest of Australia, but I would like to acknowledge how excellently you played in Australia over the summer. We're still kind of getting over it. To be honest, like as Australians, when there's a young batsman who comes to the crease and we've never really heard of him because we just live in our own bubble in Australia, as a nation, we expect to eat them for dinner. You know, we just who is this bloke? Never heard of him. Someone's going to bump him or nick him off. Doesn't matter. See you later. Let's get the other guys in. Rough him up. Instead, you looked just completely comfortable. Were you surprised at how well you went in Australia, or did you actually expect it?
Honestly, the first over that I faced off Pat Cummins, it was like I don't think I even touched one ball off the bat. It was like, and I remember when we were going in the crease, one of our bowlers told me, okay, the wicket is slow. It's coming a bit of spongy. It's a bit slow. Like you'll manage it. And the first or maybe the second ball, I get beaten and I hear the noise from the keeping gloves of Tim Paine's, the ball. It's like, tuck. And I'm like, what? Somebody said the wicket was slow, but it was like flying off the wicket. And I couldn't get ball on my bat in the first over, and then the second over I played one ball, and then I was like okay, now I can go on from it. But yeah, the first over was like, it was really like I was trying just so hard to get the ball on the bat, but I could.
This is a very Australian kind of question because we like to concern ourselves with things that are sort of around the game but not actually the game. So I guess what I want to know is, like, what were they saying to you out there? And I know at one point, I think Camo said he was going to bump you some point in the series, but like, what kind of chat did you get? And I'm not talking about the Tim Paine, Ravi Ashwin stuff or whatever. Like, you know, what sort of talk was there towards you specifically?
So me and Paddy, we were there in the KKR. So we were like teammates there, and we have a pretty good bond. And when we were there, I remember he gave an interview or something to the KKR management, saying that, oh, we'll have the chin music going on or something like that. And then when I was batting, he was continuously, you know, like trying to bounce me, and I was leaving one. I was like continuously leaving one. And then after the match or something, there was like a press conference, and I said, if they have their chin music going on, we know the moves to, you know, dance to that. So yeah, the banter was going on pretty well there. When I said that, he was like, oh, where are your dance moves now?
Well, perhaps some of the best sledding actually came off the field from your dad, actually, after you got 91 at the Gabba. And your dad was quoted as saying, a century would have been good for his confidence. He was playing so well, and I don't know why all of a sudden he played away from his body. When you heard this, did you go home and ask your dad, how many test centuries have you got?
You know what, then to be honest, like, I also thought that was a pretty shit shot to be played at 90. And I really wanted to score a century and see my team through. So I was honestly really, really disappointed at the way I got out. But yeah, other than that, like, yeah, he also told me the same thing, you know, you should have got a century. I know I was pretty disappointed. I can see he's also disappointed, but the good thing was we won the test match, so everything was set to that.
Yeah.
If we would have drawn or lost the match, then, you know, it would have been even more devastating.
Yeah.
Just on that, Shubman, and I want to refer to your dad as well and what he said, but in a different way. So you make your debut on Boxing Day. You're taking on Stark, Hazelwood and Cummins. You make 45, 35 not out, then 50 and 31 in Sydney. Miss out on the first innings at the Gabba, then make 91 in one of the all-time great victories. The performance has wounded our national spirit. But I don't think it was because of the runs. It was because of the way it happened. And what I mean is, like, not only do you make 91 and Washi makes 80 runs across both innings and takes 4 far and kills our dreams, but then both of your dads react by saying they should have scored hundreds. So you've won against the odds, and the dads aren't happy yet. So, and I think that's the bit where Australians go, wait, they've beaten us, but their parents think they could have done better. How scared should Australians be about how good India can get if they're not even happy at the moment?
I'm honestly not sure, like, how to answer that question. But yeah, like, as youngsters, when we grow up, that's how we tend to play our cricket, or that's how we like to play our cricket. We like to finish the jobs, as a batsman, there's no better feeling to finishing a job for the team. And like, as my dad is my coach, so obviously that's a great set of satisfaction and enjoyment for him as well, if I'm able to do that. And I think that's pretty much all he meant.
How does
Chilling.
that's cold blooded, Shubman. Oh, Jesus. How does the team feel about Washington Sundar's dog Gabba?
I mean, like, I think we were 6 down for 190 or 200 and odd, and that partnership, that Washington's and Shardul's partnership, that was gold for us. Like, and the way that they played and the way that they dominated, it was so exciting, and it was so, the knock was that partnership was so adventurous for us to witness it from outside. And I remember everyone was just so happy about it, that we have a chance to make a comeback in this game if we bowl well in the third innings of the game. So everyone was pretty excited.
Yeah.
And so obviously at the end of the game, after such a great game that Washington played, he declared to the team, "I will name my dog Gabba."
I also didn't know about that until I saw like a Instagram post or something where you get those reports like he's gonna name his dog, but I'm not pretty sure even like if he did that or not.
Can you take us into the change room, if possible, of where things are about to swing into India's favour at the Gabba, and you're on the brink of an all-time great victory? Talk to me about Ajinkya Rahane's vibe, because I'm seeing him on the camera. He looks ice cold. I mean, we think it's a mafioso thing. I would not mess with Ajinkya Rahane. Yeah, he seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
But underneath, surely, like, you're afraid of him or something. Like, what's Rahane saying as things are starting to move in your favour?
I think Ajuba is one of the the coolest person you ever meet. He's so calm, he's so like poised all the time. And as the match was coming closer to us, I remember Rishabh played a scoop to Nathan, and we weren't at a great position at that time, and Rishabh was just playing the way he does. And I remember every time he would play a shot, somebody in the dressing room would go, "Shh." Like, if he gets out now, like we'll be like pretty much gone. Our tailenders, they're like not that good, because Natarajan, he didn't play a single ball in the nets the whole series. He didn't bat for a single ball, and he had to face Mitch Stark, Pat Cummins, and Hazelwood.
Yeah.
So yeah, we knew that the guys in there would have to finish the job. Otherwise, like, there won't be any draw. Either we'll lose or we'll win.
Oh my God! So we were close.
We were really close. Yeah.
Can you tell us about your coming home after that series? Were you offered to cut a kangaroo cake like a Jinko was, or what was going on when you got home at the airport?
We were told to stay in houses because we had like COVID restrictions going on. But yeah, I was pretty sure I'm gonna stay in the house, not go anywhere else. And then I see on my Instagram, Natarajan is having a festival where he goes. Ajinkya is also having all that crowd around him. Yeah. And I'm like, shit, man, I'm the only one not celebrating this.